My name is Tracey and I am a member of a group of werewolves called the Pack. And unlike in old tales, we must consume the flesh of the dead. It's called the sickness, and we meet once a month for a feast to calm our wolf-like hunger down. Silver and I met at the pub. Our friend Michael had been killed. His head was chopped off by werewolf hunters. They were known to hunt us for sport, and when they didn't find a werewolf in town, they would create one. That is, to kill an innocent and tell the public they had slain the werewolf. I didn't trust Silver. She was irrational and violent, but I needed her help to bring these hunters down. I finally told her everything about Richard, about Michael, everything I knew. She looked distraught, especially when I told her about Richard. They were very close, almost like a father-daughter kind of relationship. She perked up when I told her my plan. Silver confirmed that the werewolf hunters were mostly looking for prey at the graveyard, a common spot for werewolf to feed. We would surround them and catch them by surprise. Then we would interrogate them for answers. I didn't want it to end violent, but I was angry at Michael's death. I wanted revenge. Those bastards must pay. Maybe Silver was right. Perhaps we needed to get a little dirty. In any case, I told her not to go too far this time. No cutting off fingers, and she reluctantly agreed. At the town graveyard, there she was, a lone werewolf hunter. She looked the part. She was searching the graveyard, investigating any signs of werewolves, like broken graves. I stepped into her view. "Stop right there," she commanded. She knew who I was, a dirty werewolf, a monster. I put my hands up in the air in surrender. Silver was watching in the bushes nearby. I told her I meant her no harm, I just wanted to talk. Disbelieving me, the hunter moved towards me. Silver sprung the trap. She took aim at the hunter and told her to freeze, or she'll shoot. The hunter reluctantly surrendered. It was 2 against 1. The odds were not in her favor. I demanded why the hunters killed Michael. He only kills other killers, not innocents. He had nothing to do with the recent killings. She apologized, but said they were running out of time. Her leader asked for a body, and she had to deliver. Furious, I asked her where they were keeping Richard. Silver was curious too. The hunter claimed that he had fought them and had escaped, otherwise he'll be dead already. She was disappointed that she didn't get to kill him. Before I could ask any further questions, an arrow pierced her heart. Silver had shot the hunter. Silver claimed that she had heard enough. I glared at Silver. I hadn't finished my questions yet. "Next up, the man dressed in black," Silver said, and walked off. I sighed in disappointment. Later, I sat thinking by myself. I was stressed out. I wanted to stop the violence, but instead I had created more. Michael was dead, Richard was missing, and innocents had been killed. Did it stop the violence? I don't know. Yes, Michael and Richard had been avenged, and if Silver had not taken care of the werewolf hunter, they would have grabbed an innocent bystander and framed him or us. But the real killer was still out there. I was so confused. There was only one person left I could turn to. Christopher. I knocked on his door and he let me in. He offered me a drink and a shoulder to cry on. I told him most of what happened and he seemed genuinely concerned. He said I could sleep at his place until this whole business is resolved. I thanked him. Sleep? Yes. I haven't slept in days. It was good to finally rest. At least for a little while.